PSA was brought to you by the Peter G Show.
You may have second thoughts after this show.
Don't drink the foster. We're really talented. We should get Oscars.
Just pick out a car, for Christ's sake.
No, my name is Peter. Yeah, I want. Here's good.
Yeah.
Madam Perry.
I need to get back in the genie bottle.
Louis from Pennsylvania, you're on. He likes it. It's showtime.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad, Peter G Show.
It is showtime. And what a show it is. 300 live multi-streaming shows right here. Life of Peter G, the Peter G Show, with me and you. And I thank you. Now, again, I'll say this a bunch of times. We've got over 400 shows, but it was a point where we were pre-recording and throwing them up onto the internet and putting them out there. And then all of a sudden things were changing. This show has been a constant evolution. And then I finally started keeping track. I started, things were going to stay and we kept moving forward. And when we went to this multi-streaming, this show originally started out on Facebook Live. It was just Facebook Live. And believe me, someday maybe I'll break it down and show you. It was like rubbing two sticks together to start fire. That's how, in my opinion, primitive it was. And then it all went from there. But even that got to be to where it was time to move on. And then we moved into this right here with me for you. And here we are. And we started counting. And it's 300 of these live, whatever happens. If there's a train wreck, you get to witness it. There's no pulling back on the camera. There's no fixing it later. But here we are, and I'm happy as hell to be here. And I thank God every day that I am able to do this. And I hope that I can just transfer that energy onto you guys, because I truly, truly appreciate those who pay attention. Whether you watch the shorts or whatever, again, we're on 11 different platforms for the visual show and 26 different audio platforms for the podcast, and people pay attention on different ways. But thank you. And that's what we're doing tonight. Have you ever had a point in your life where somebody wants to do big plans, and you're just kind of like, man, I just want to chill. I just want to chill. And that's the way it was this year, because the first 100 shows we did a best of. Actually, the first 100 shows, the first 100 shows were still Facebook Live. Only Facebook Live, and then we'd upload a show to YouTube. It's kind of cool to know this history, because you're going to see someday, it's like, damn, remember when he was like, bare bones, talking through a megaphone? Hello, welcome to the Peter G Show. And, the first 100 shows were Facebook Live, and this is how it all changed. And then it went to, on our 100th show, hey, we're going to have a double slice of Peter G Show tonight. Stick around. It's only going to get better. Right, Paul? Paul knows. Paul was around during the holding the sticky note papers to remind me to say the right thing days. That's right. And pedaling the generator bicycle out back. That's right, Paul. Pedaling the generator bicycle out back of the Chinese restaurant to keep the lights on, to keep the show going. But we were doing the 100th anniversary show of of the Peter G Show, and we were going to do a best of. And I mean, it was even harder back then because it was in the learning stages. Why am I telling you this? Because this is what it's all about, folks. It's all about like how we got here and why we are here. And we are still here, still going. I feel good. So we were doing the 100th anniversary show, and that night, I mean, anything and everything that could have gone wrong was going wrong. The friggin' Facebook feed was buzzing and humming for no apparent reason. The computer to show the best of, like we put together all these clips from the 100 and something shows before that, before we were live. And, you know, and I was figured out a way how to play them onto the screen through the computer, through the iPhone camera. I mean, just crazy ass. Talk about rigging it together and to make it look as professional as possible. Because again, I came from music. In my mind, I wanted TV. From concerts to TV. And I just didn't want to sit in front of a laptop. I told myself, I said, I am not going to just sit in front of a laptop in the kitchen on the counter talking through the damn microphone on the laptop and looking into the screen. I just didn't like that look. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. God bless those who do it. And I know there's people that do it like that and they're killing it. So what the hell do I know? You know? But I didn't want to do it that way. Life's full of choices. So I'm conjuring up all these different ways. I mean, I literally had a $1,400 microphone that I figured out how to plug, a professional microphone that was one of my favorite mics that I have, that I own, plugging it into an iPhone. And this is years ago when it was next to unheard of. So I had this big old microphone. You'll see it in the older shows, this AKG that I own. I love it, still do. And talking it to sound better, to be better than normal. That night, everything went bad. The computer, you know how your phones and your computers, every so often, they go, if you don't turn it off, it'll go into automatic update mode. Well, our shows used to be on Sunday nights. And I didn't realize it was on update. You know, I didn't turn off the update. Live and learn. Again, live shows, whatever happens. You have a train wreck, welcome. And right in the middle of the show, the computer decides to upgrade it Sunday night. And the shows were later. It was 9 o'clock. What time did we start? No, it was 11 o'clock when we'd start Eastern. And the computer was going into update mode at midnight. So an hour or something like that into the show, the computer just turns off. It decides, and there was nothing you could do about it. That was it. And the buzzing and the humming. I think we turned off the show after 42 minutes. It was just a catastrophe. And that's when I said, we're changing platforms and we're going to do something that I've been wanting to do, but just not wanting to. Change is hard. Let's face it, right? Nobody likes change. And I had a way I wanted to do it. And I just didn't want to do it because I didn't want to change. I wanted to keep it simple, stupid. But it forced me into that change. And that night I went to bed. I didn't even sleep. I was so aggravated because, you know, to me, it's very important. If you're taking the time to watch me, I want to try to do at least as best as I can. Whether it's good enough for you or not is up to you to decide. But for whatever I bring to the table for that given day or show or topic, I want it to be legible, audible, and entertaining. And that night was a catastrophe. I went to bed. I didn't sleep. I'm just wired that way. Most of all my conjuring, when I come up with things and do things, is when I go to bed. I'm laying in bed at night thinking about things until I finally, whatever, you know, year that is, that I fall asleep. There's times when I go to bed and literally get out of bed and start working again because I come up with an idea. That's the way I work. And that's what changed everything to where we went to the multi-streaming. So it was actually like the 100th and one. So I thought it would take me a couple of weeks. I got it together. I did not sleep that whole week. I got it together. We changed platforms. I learned what I had to learn. And boom, the next week we were rolling. And here we are on the multi-platform streaming. And for the most part, 90% of the time we are flawless. But there's always that possibility because technology, we've had that just recently, a month ago? I had to stop because we had the platform had issues, not me. But, you know, that's life. It's the way it goes. Anyway, but thank you for watching our 300th live show with over 400 shows that are on, I guess you can find them on YouTube, Facebook. Actually, Facebook is erasing all the live stuff now. They got too much information. But you can find me. I'm all over the place. YouTube has taken down about 24 shows because of things they didn't want me to say. But there's still hundreds and hundreds of shows over there. Topics, great stuff, from alcoholism to relationship issues to my divorce, interpretations and advice and reality and all that kind of stuff, to some funny stuff. And we talked about music a few weeks ago with a story on Edward Van Halen with Paul Rosen. Last week, what did we do last week? Last week was the Lahaina Fires Revisited 2-year anniversary. That's important stuff. I hope you saw that show, because there's stuff in there that you need to know. Every show, there's something, I'm telling you, that you can get out of it. And even my political information that I bring you, I'm not saying you have to believe it. I've always said this. I'm not telling you to believe what I say. I just put content out there from other people that have valid-ish points that I feel that you should, at least take into consideration, because there's probably things out there that you don't know. That's all. And then what you do with the information is up to you. I've always said that. So I get a lot of haters. Speaking of that, tonight we'll turn on the phones later on. You can call in and or comment. If you're on the official Peter G Show YouTube page, you can comment just as Paul did. You can comment on the official Facebook Peter G Show page, and you can comment on the official LinkedIn Peter G Show page live. I'll see your comments. I will take and answer any questions you want. We can talk about whatever you want. In the meantime, I have some stupid shit videos, funny stuff. I've been saving stuff that I never get to use. And I said, we're going to take it easy tonight. We're going to have a little fun. And if you want to talk about anything, you got a problem you want to discuss, I'm pretty good at that stuff. That's why I did this. I said, yeah, it's common sense, but sometimes seeing it from an outside perspective is a lot better than what you're thinking from within. Everybody thinks their problems is just them. Why me? Why me? Why me? It's not. Said it 2 trillion times. You're not alone. That's why I do this. Because sometimes people want to be heard. Everything I started was because of Facebook. Facebook, watching people tell what's going on in their lives, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I just said, why don't we bring it here and discuss these things? It may help somebody who's listening. So tonight you can call in. Well, I'll turn the phones on after in a few minutes. And if anybody's brave enough to call in, again, we dumb down the phone lines and all that because nobody calls that much. I pretty much have shows with interviews or videos that I just present things to you. But we do have that option to take your phone call. So let's see if someone out there gather a question or a topic you want to talk about, or you want to judge me or whatever. It's all good. Believe me, I get it all week long. Anyway, that's what we're doing tonight. So please stick around. I think we're going to have some fun, a few laughs, and whatever you want to throw at me, good or bad, I will take it because I am here for you. So take that any way you want. I truly appreciate you taking the time. School. Who's got kids and school starting? School starting, it changes everything again. It's like, all right, time to buckle down. School starting. Everything comes to a close or semi-close or whatever. Summer. Gone, starting to end for a lot of people. Believe it or not, I have not even started, in my opinion, summer. It's been a weird year. Hustle. I've been busy. And he just keeps saying, I'll get to it. And another week goes by, another month goes by. And I really, I still have a hard time sometimes finding that balance because this is important to me. And you got to keep things moving, at least in my opinion. I'm not one of those guys who can just sit back on the couch and think that everything is going to just turn out all right. To me, you have to get off the couch. And I jump off that couch a lot. A lot. So anyway, school starting. So people are going to start buckling down before you know it. Labor Day is right around the corner. 1st of September. First Monday of September. And that's at the very beginning. And before you know it, we'll be bitching about time change before you know it. And then it'll be Thanksgiving and then Christmas and poof. I'll be sitting here telling you about there goes another year. What have we done? But right now, again, 300th live show celebration / anniversary right here in the Life of Peter G. The Peter G Show every Wednesday like clockwork, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. on the East Coast. And more importantly, God willing. For real. God willing. But that's it. I want to also tell you, again, I hope you watched last week's show. It was very important. Those kind of topics are very important. That was a tragedy. And these tragedies are happening a lot of places, Texas, and these floods and all this kind of stuff. There's monkey business going on. You can tell me I'm full of crap and I'm crazy, but there's monkey business going on. And one day it'll all come out, and I'll be right here, hopefully, to say, I told you so. Not in a bad way, but you kind of catch on. Some people just don't catch on. I'm going round and round with some people that are criticizing me about criticizing California. I think they're bots, because you can't be that stupid. You just can't be. But, or those people that get paid to. Karen Bass, I don't know if anybody watches, I'm watching on TikToks and Facebook. They are the mayor of LA and Gavin Newsom, they must be spending a whole lot of time making all these propaganda campaigns, like how awesome they are and how involved in the community they are. And look what we've done. And we are great, and making California great, and, solving problems and issues. It's like farthest from the friggin' truth. They suck. But I mean, there's all these little commercial like campaigns on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. Man, they're spending some time because they're in deep shit. And most everybody who has any common sense and lives over there knows they're not worth a shit. But they're going to brainwash and fool a bunch of people. A lot of people who don't know much about California. You see Gavin Newsom, he's slick, decent looking guy. He can lie through his teeth. In fact, that's all he does, and very smoothly and confidently just tell you whatever needs to be said that's all they want to do, is they just want to win. They want that power, and it sucks. I hope they get rid of all of them. It'll be a good day. 15 years ago in California and back, California was awesome. It was just great. It's still great. But they are squeezing the shit out of everybody. Financially, rules, regulations, fuel, taxes. The money's gone. They've swindled billions and billions from unemployment during COVID. 22 billion got stolen, so to speak. The homeless, where'd the money go? The fire aid concert, where'd the money go? It's like, where did the money go? And most people are just like, whatever. And I'm thinking, what do you mean, whatever? That's our money. And they keep asking for more. And there's no improvements. And California's just getting shittier and shittier. I mean, where else in the world did you ever see a state with a city that had a poo map? A map that told you where the homeless were shitting all over the city, like San Francisco. Somebody created a map to tell you the worst spots to walk around. Because they were crapping right there on the sidewalks. It was that bad. The drugs, everything. So I don't want to hear it. It's like how great, they've ruined it. They just take the money and run. And let's see what we got here. Oh, look, there's somebody from the Gulf Coast. That's right. Proud of you. Thank you. I'm proud of you too. Yeah, I'm proud of you. My ninja. All right. But anyway, I digress. So 300th show, I'm talking about anything. I got some funny videos I think are funny, some stories. And again, I'll open up the phones, and if somebody wants to call in and say anything, ask anything, talk about anything, or you want to just put it on the live comments, I'll talk about it, because that's what I'm going to do tonight. So that's the thing. I did not want to have this big shindig. I did not want to do a best of show. I just wanted to relax. Again, I've been saving certain little videos, and they're stupid little videos, but they made me smile, and I'm hoping they'll make you smile too. And I said I want to use them tonight, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Also, next week, don't forget this. Next week, August 20th, Wednesday, Vicky from Voices with Vicky, the Voices with Vicky podcast, is going to be on this show. Now, Vicky came on my show last year, and she just started her podcast. And the reason I put her on the show was she kept contacting me. I want to be on your show. And anybody who stays persistent with me, I understand that, because I too had to do a lot of the same stuff to get somebody's attention to give me a break. And I appreciate that. I put her on the show. Now, Vicky was all about the LGBT community because she's a lesbian and she's married. She's got a wife, but she's practical and she's tired of all the bullshit. These last 4 years where they were shoving pride, gay pride, and you had to have the rainbow flags in your schools. She hated all that stuff. She says it ruined the community, along with a few other guests that I've had in the past as well. So she came on and we talked about it. Well, I told her, I said, if you're still going a year from now, I will have you back on the show and we will talk about your progression, and congratulations, you're still here. Because a lot of people are great out the gate, but they just don't, have enough gas to keep going. Well, she's still going. So, and she's kind of transitioned a little bit. And when I say transition, kill me. She's she's evolved the show. She's not only, she's talking about the LGBT community, but in her podcast, she's evolved into social political commentator, and she's talking about topics that a lot of people don't want to talk about. So I'm going to have her on the show. She's cool. Okay. So I think you'll enjoy it. I enjoyed it, and I'm going to bring her on to congratulate her for sticking around and pursuing and continuing on, because it's not easy. It really is not easy. I can vouch for that. She'll be on Wednesday. Vicky from Voices with Vicky podcast right here, Wednesday, August 20th on this show. And we're going to congratulate her for having her going. This is her first year of completely doing her podcast and sticking with it. And we're going to find out what she's doing nowadays and how it's changed from day one to now. Interesting stuff to know, because nowadays anybody can pick up a phone and it's like, hey, I got my own show. Believe me, there's a lot of people doing it, and a lot of people, some do really well, and here I am I want full production, I want this and that, and they're doing it through a phone and they're killing it. God bless them. I don't know. That goes to show you, what the hell do I know? But she's doing it, and we're going to have her on the show next Wednesday, August 20th. So be here. What else are we doing? Please, please, please. Also, out of gratitude for the 300th show, the best thing you could do for me for this 300th show celebration / anniversary of the live stuff is subscribe to the YouTube channel. They kill me by not letting me be seen. So they, and share the shows. Share the shows so people can see me, to know whether they want to love me or hate me, and then they can decide whether they want to subscribe. It's free. You just hit the subscribe button. Boom. Boom. That's right. And Facebook. Hit the like button on the official Peter G Show. We're doing good on Facebook. Facebook has been kinder to me. They don't take down shows, and they do throttle me back a little bit, and they admit it. All these platforms send me letters telling me if I'm being obedient enough or not. It's like, whatever. I'm just being me. And but please share the shows and subscribe. I need that for the business end of the whole deal. These people want to see numbers. We got about anywhere between 200 and 250,000 people that probably watch on it, whether it's the shorts and this and that combined with the all the platforms, but they want to see how many people subscribers you got. And you all know that I watch a million things and don't subscribe to everything I watch. So I'm guilty of it too. But that's it. What we got here. Great job, Peter. 300 shows. Proud of you. Thank you. Believe me when I tell you, sometimes I want to quit every day. But I'm just not good at quitting, especially when I make up my mind for something. But yes, thank you, David. Hasn't been easy. Still isn't easy. What we got here? Good evening, Steve B. There you go. Hey, man, listen, tonight's the night. If you got anything you want to talk about, I'm going to open up the phones, and you can call me and talk to me about whatever you want to talk to me about, whether it's the show, whether it's about you, your personal life. You hate me, you love me, whatever. Tonight's the night. And or you can write it in a comment, and I will take up whatever topic you want to talk about and talk about it in lieu of I'm just doing, viewer appreciation night and listener appreciation night, whatever you want to call it. That's basically it. So here's what we're going to do. I think I want to get moving here, but I just had to tell you about that stuff. And please, again, the podcast, I know people are busy If you can't watch the show, it's hour-plus shows most of the time. Put an earbud in your ear, go to Google Peter G Show podcast. You can get the audio version of the show. Subscribe to that too on Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Spotify, you name it. We're on there. We're on like 26 different audio platforms. Put an earbud in your ear. Listen to the show while you're working, exercising, commuting in your car. God knows how many people spend half their life commuting back and forth daily to work for hours of their lives in the car. Well, listen to something good like Peter G Show. Right, Dave? Long drives. Get the most out of it. But I think they transition very well audibly most of the time. Sometimes I play some videos that don't have enough verbiage on them to where things are going on and you don't know what's happening. But not all. Most of the time, everything translates really well. But like tonight, we're going to be playing some videos, and you'll either understand it or you won't. I'll explain. I'll give a play-by-play, sequence for this if there's something that's not telling you what's going on. But I appreciate it. All right. And that's it. So where are we going? We're going to, I know what we got to do. We got to take a brief moment for my friends they've been around a long time too, right here on this show. Right here, I'll be back in a minute after we hear from my good friends over at Clean Star Products with their money-saving fuel additive DX1 driver. And then we're going to open up the phones, and then we're going to show some videos or stop the videos if somebody calls, etc., etc. So we'll be right back.
Hello, it's Tyrone Thompson here with Clean Star Products, and we're here with William.
High-end car service.
And we've just serviced his Cadillac Escalade 2024, and we're going to be giving it a go to see what kind of results he'll be getting in his fuel mileage and any performance differences, and be checking with him later.
All right.
Thank you, William, for participating in our environmental program. We're here with High-End Car Services, my friend William, who's been using DX1 for a small time now. What kind of results have you been getting?
Up to 45.1 miles per gallon best results, and the engine has been quieter, and I can definitely feel the power in the engine. I have a diesel.
Thank you so much. We're going to keep going with the program and check in with you later. We appreciate you. The Long Life Engine program with DX1 Driver is the only safe environmental product for your high mileage engine. DX1 is a non-toxic, clean-burning oil that goes into your fuel and your engine oil, providing lubricity for gasoline and diesel engines. You save on average 10% gasoline and 15% diesel fuel consumption. Call now for a price quote and place your order today. It's the Long Life Engine program from Clean Star Products and Tyrone Thompson.
That's right. DX1 driver. 2 words, as always. It works. It does. Use it myself. Wouldn't have believed it. Sounds too good to be true, but there's actually, tons of products for lots of different things that are great. And this is one of them. Little bitty bottle right here goes into the oil change, into the crankcase of a fresh oil change of an average 4-door sedan. Right there, you pour it in to the oil, lasts the whole oil change. And then every time you fill up your tank, you put one of these little bitty bottles into the fuel tank and then fill up your car with fuel. When you run out of gas, or don't run out of gas, when you get low on fuel, get another one of these bottles and put it in. I noticed the difference on my vehicle probably within the 3rd tank of fuel. Just started responding better. It didn't have to step on the fuel on the gas pedal as hard to get it to go. I drive a V8. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit bigger bottle than this, but not much. And it made a difference. And it makes your engine run smoother. I mean, why wouldn't you want to get better fuel economy and make your vehicle last longer? Good food, good body. Same analogy. Same thing. Cars are expensive. Why bother? Spending money on vehicles and repairs, it just more lubricity. It makes everything work better. But you don't have to believe me. It's not necessary. You can give them a call. Go to www.cleanstarproducts to their website. There's a phone number right there, 310-200-8931. Call them. They want you to call them. I know you're going to have questions. I know you're going to. They'll talk to you. They're that confident in their product. They got a product that works. After you talk to them, should you decide to order, just mention that you saw it on the Peter G Show. That's the main thing right there. Because why? Good question. If you mention you saw it on the Peter G Show, they're going to send you 5 bottles for the price of 4. 5 bottles the price of 4. A deal's a deal. Why wouldn't you? I mean, why not? And that's a perfect starter kit, because with 5 bottles, you take one of them, put it into the clean oil change, and then that leaves you 4 bottles left to run 4 full tanks of fuel in your car. I'm telling you, you're gonna see it, feel it by then. All of the above. And after that, maintenance. Whether you use it every week or use it every other tank or at least once a month, just to keep things going great. Again, good food, good body. Why spend money? Cars are expensive. Fuel is still expensive, especially in California. They will not go down on their prices. They just keep going up because of the government over there. They suck. There's no reason for it to be that expensive, but it is, and it's hurting a lot of individuals. So why not get better gas mileage? Because that money is just going out the door for nothing and going into the politicians' pockets. So call them, talk to them, order from them, and mention that you saw it on the Peter G Show, and they will help you out and give you 5 bottles for the price of 4. All right? Remember, they know what I do, and they still sponsor me. So God bless them. That's it. All right, here's what we're going to do. Now the moment Paul's been waiting for, I think. Where are we at? Yeah. Here's to show number 300 out of 439, I think. But this is the 300th live multi-streaming show when I actually started keeping count. And all because of you people. So thank you. Let's keep it going. And yeah, who knows what the future's got? Because I don't. I just grateful I wake up every day and we got it going on. So here you go. Salute. Woo. Woo. Smooth. I had to take a second and it is a celebration, I'm taking one more. Oh. Secret sauce. Special occasion. Right. I'll be fine. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of hard times, I was going to almost do that. I don't need that. Okay. So from this point on, I think I am going to give anybody the opportunity to either call in if you want. Let me find that. It's been a while. I had to blow the phone, the dust off, blow the phone. I had to blow the dust off the phone because we don't use it that much. And I'm just like, all right. So it's not multi-line. It's only 2. So if anybody decides to call in and I happen to be on the phone, now there's an 8-second delay. Okay. So do not have your TV on volume while you're talking on the phone, because it's going to echo or like you're going to get totally confused. All right. Just like being on the radio or something like that. Same thing. It's just the way it is. But I am going to open up the phones, and I'm trying to find the phone number because it's been a while. Okay, let's do the banner, and we'll let it roll. All right, so the phone lines are going to be open, 818-259-7983, in case you want to call in. So again, if I don't pick up, it's because I'm on the phone. And or if there's a video playing and I do pick up and it's silent, it's because I'm going to let the video finish. They're real short videos. And I'll talk to you in a second once the video ends. But again, just be patient. But if you got something of worth you want to talk about, say, criticize, applaud, it's all on you. And or you can comment in the comments live, and I'll take up the subject that you're asking about, or whatever you want me to talk about. You can comment in the comment section live if you're on the official YouTube Peter G Show page, the official Peter G Show Facebook page, or the official LinkedIn page. Okay, so that's what's going to happen here. And I don't know why I'm hearing these things. Okay, so but in the meantime, the phone line's open. So if it rings, hopefully I'll see it. And I'll pick it up. If I miss, we'll hit it again. All right. In the meantime, I saw that old Mickey Mouse. They've been suffering because they went woke and things got kind of hard. Times are tough. And I just saw that, things aren't looking good for old Mickey, sadly. Desperate times seek desperate measures. Let's see what we got here. Blow the dust out of the phone lines. I know, exactly. I'm not that good at that. So, again, we used to take a lot of phone calls. In the beginning. In the early shows, it was all about the phone calls. People talking about their problems, sharing. And it just, it just get it out of you. You build up too much steam, you explode. And that was a big deal. We used to take a lot of phone calls. And now I don't do that so much. So I'm a little out of practice, but we'll get the swing of things. If you call in and you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, life, certain topic, you just want to get something off your chest, call 818-259-7983. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about Mickey. He's fallen on hard times. And I just found this video somebody had about what's going on with Mickey Mouse because life's a bitch and he's had to resort to doing what you got to do. We've all kind of had those moments, but man, oh man, I feel bad. But here, check this out. And again, if the phone rings, just hang on to the line. You'll know if I answer and then we'll talk to you. But in the meantime, check this out because this was sad. And I like to point out things because not everybody knows what each individual's going through. So here.
Hey, Mickey, working tonight.
Oh, hey, Joe. Ho-ho.
What's on the menu tonight, Mick?
Oh, the usual, really, but I got a couple specials. $15 to get you a Fantasian. $25 to get you a Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie? That sounds like fun.
Oh, it's fun. For you.
You're looking good, Mickey.
Oh, golly gee, Joe.
You ready to have some fun? You want to have some fun with me, Mickey?
Oh, you know me, Joe. Oh, I'm always looking for a good time.
I don't have much money tonight, though. I was wondering if maybe you can hook me up.
Oh, gee, I don't know, Joe. How much you got?
I got $6.
Oh, gee whiz, that's not a lot of money.
$6 you don't have in your pocket now, but you can.
Well, you make a good point, Joe, but...
I mean, things are hard for me, too. I don't have all the money. I can't come here every Tuesday and look at your fine ass.
Oh, flattery will get you everywhere, Joe.
Oh, there's my Mickey. My sweet little Mickey Mick. Come on in, man. Come on in. Get on in. Take a ride on my fun train. Mickey.
Choo-choo!
That was nice. Thank you, Mick.
Oh, my pleasure, Joe.
Do me a favor. Tell the missus and the kidlings I said hey, and I'll probably see you next Tuesday.
Oh, I'll be right here, Joe.
All right, buddy. You keep on working and working.
Oh, you betcha.
All right, bye-bye, Mick.
Oh, don't worry, Pluto. 1 or 2 more Steamboat Willies and you'll have a new kidney before you know it.
Oh! See? Just remember, if you think you've got it bad, it could always be worse. Choo-choo! Just have to point these things out because everybody thinks that their life is the worst. And then you see things like that, and poor Mickey, he ain't looking too good. You're welcome. You're welcome. 818-259-7983. If anybody has the gall to call in or wants to share anything with us tonight. I'm not looking forward. I'm not looking forward. I'm not expecting too much, but then again, you never know. There's always things that can surprise you. I do have a lot of videos, and that's normally what I do because people like watching me share stuff with you. And what does Steve say? Love the Lahaina show. Best explanation I've seen. It's getting better through the, as time goes on, but I have 5 shows, 5 or 6 on Lahaina, and they all bring something to the table. Within that 1 year, or 2 years. I think I did 2 shows last year and 3 shows the first year. No, whatever. I mean, you go look into the past. You go look anywhere from August of 2023 when it happened, and I've had several shows. And I mean, the first one took off. You know, it took off, and there was a ton of information there. But you know, again, they just try to keep brushing it under the table and under the rug, whatever you want to call it, and something's awry. In fact, again, the people I spoke to that were on last week's show, there's things that they cannot say right now, but they're going to say soon enough. And when that happens, we're going to come right back here because the world needs to know. They know exactly what happened, but they got some legalities and things like that. They're for ongoing litigation for the people who survived Lahaina, and they're keeping their mouths shut. But some serious stuff going on. And that's what's going on all over the world. Anytime you see these tragedies, earthquakes and this and that, may not be what it seems. That's all I can tell you. But okay. Anyway, a friend of mine sent me. I have had this for a long time, and I just recently one of my friends, Paul, I think sent me this, but I've already had it. It's been sitting in the can here on the show about band stuff when band things go wrong. You know, just local bands trying to entertain, and sometimes things go awry. And this poor drummer, I don't know if he lived to tell about it, but I just wanted to show it to you because it's just like, this is real life, folks. And I think it's Tommy Chong playing bass. I don't know, but here you go.
Rumors spreading around down in Texas town.
That had to hurt. That had to hurt. He's going to go tap on that bar in front of him and didn't realize it's like still 2 feet further than what he can reach. And then he just belly flopped. And I don't think he got speared by a cymbal stand, but it damn sure had to hurt. Because he was wide open. He was pulling a Superman. He was full sprawl. Did you see Tommy Chong there in the beginning? The bass player? Yeah, I'll let you see it again.
Rumors spreading around down in Texas town.
Oh, that's enough. I'm kind of squeamish when it comes to this, to things. You know how like they have tons of videos that are with accidents, people just gnarly getting creamed and breaking bones and things like that. I can't watch it. I just cannot watch that stuff. I literally jump in my seat when I accidentally stumble on something that I'm not expecting. I'm just not into it. It's just, you know, not everybody can be a bone surgeon. And that's definitely, I said, let's see, brain surgeon or musician. And I was like, I'm going to be a musician. It's like anybody can be a surgeon. You go to school, you get your degree, boom, you're a doctor. It's too easy. Too easy. Next, 818-259-7983. Who's going to be the one that speaks on the phone that nobody can see but can talk about whatever they want to talk about? Tonight, right here. If it goes with not a single phone call, it won't surprise me one damn bit. Again, sometimes I say to myself, why do I put myself through this? Because I still have faith. I have faith and hope because it used to be good like that. And I just said, if you keep putting it out there, you're going to get those callers now. I'm also going to talk. Speaking of callers, all right. Every time I used to open up the phone lines, I used to have this super fan. Her name was Jean. Jean would call in every opportunity. Jean Barnett. She was a really, really big fan of this show. God bless her. I found out only about 4 or 5 months ago that Jean Barnett passed away. I don't know from what. She wasn't that old. I mean, she was old enough, but she wasn't that old. And I was just, because I hadn't seen her around. Like, she would always make it a point to show up on the show, and especially if the phones were going to be open that night. Usually like once a month we used to have the phones open, and she'd always call in, and it was like, oh, Jean's calling. And I mean, you know, it was because she'd always call in. I just wanted to talk to you, say hi, and I really want to meet you. I mean, she was just a fan, and God bless her. And then I don't see her around, and it's like I was taken back. because then I went searching for her on Facebook, only to find on her Facebook page that she passed away. And it kind of hurt, because she was just an honest soul, She was just Jean. Jean was Jean, but she's on many of the open phone call shows talking to me. So she'll go down in Peter G Show history. But she even made it to where I captured some of those of her just because, and used it many times. And I'm going to play it tonight, right now, in memory of Jean Barnett. This was a video that I think we were talking current events and things like that. And she called in, and I just, God bless her. She'd go along with whatever I pushed her into. So here we are, right here.
My name is Jean. I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore.
Can you sound a little more madder when you're saying it?
My name is Jean. I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore.
I'll take it. Okay, Jean. I'm gonna have to.
You know what? I wish I was closer to you so I could see you in person.
You're seeing me. You're seeing me in person right now.
My name is Jean. I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. Amen.
That's right. Thank you, Ladies and gentlemen. Jean from Baltimore. She's mad as hell, and she's not going to take it anymore. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Brandon. God bless Jean Barnett. She would go along with anything. She just was happy to be here, and she was a big fan of the show. So, like I said, it saddened me, And again, the more people the more things you find out, and things don't always go, It's not always a happy moment that you find things going on. But, I just wanted to play that. I said that, I was going to memorialize her on this show, and it's best I can do. I mean, she's on a lot of those shows, but one of the super fans. God bless Jean Barnett from Baltimore, Maryland, right there. All right. What else? Who doesn't like a good nut joke? I mean, a good, prank. Nothing like a good kick in the nuts, but the measuring tape joke. I always like this one. I mean, it's not funny if you're a recipient of it, but I always thought it was kind of funny.
So just got to measure what? Measure this? Oh, so that's 250.
The sound that came out of him told it all. Good whack in the nuts. One more whack in the nuts. There we go. This was these idiots. What were they called? No, I think it was Jack. Was it Jackass? Not sure. But I've held on to these video clips because when I saw them, it's like I feel the pain. But yet they're stupid enough to do it. One more. Here, enjoy.
Welcome to the Dum Dum Game. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? My hand hit the button. Oh my God. Oh, is that?
Dick pain hurts.
Oh.
All right, let's play this game.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to the Dum Dum Game. Our lucky contestants are going to be answering trivia questions. All these questions are on a 4th grade level. If you get them right, you're safe and in the clear. And if you get them wrong, oh boy, last man standing is the winner. Okay, first question. Poopies. Jenny has 2 plates of 12 cookies. Frank has 4 plates of 6 cookies. Who has more cookies?
Jen.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can't do math.
I'll remember that on my next question, Poopies. I won't.
Dude.
Okay, Aaron, please spell the word dumbbell.
Dumbbell. D-U-M-B. Wait. D-U-M-B-E-L-L.
Sorry, that was wrong.
You couldn't pay me to do that. I don't care if it was for TV or what the whole money was. I get kicked in the nuts enough. metaphorically. I don't need the actual act being taken. You know, I've learned to never leave the house without a cup. Titanium at that. The plastic ones crack. The aluminum ones bend. They get fatigued after a while, but the titanium, oh yeah, those will hold up. Those can fight the good fight for another day. And that's what I do. You know, you live and learn. It's like being a cop. You don't leave without your vest on, you know, because you don't know what's going to happen throughout the day. And this little world over here, cup is like, the minute I started the show, it was in the manual. To start doing this, you have to have a cup. You have to wear a cup. 818-259-7983. I think I'm saying it for nothing, but it's like you don't have anything you even want to comment on the here we go. Let's see. Da-da-da. Peter G, brother. How are you doing? Calex. Oh, let's see here. I'll put you up there. How am I doing? Where you been? We're celebrating the 300th live multi-streaming show with actually over 400 shows, but we're celebrating the 300th show where you have the opportunity to either comment like you're doing, and you always do. You're really good about that. You at least say hello, because I have the biggest and the best crowd of lurkers. They just like to watch. And some people, you know, have things they want to say, but they just won't. And or, Calex, you can call in at 818-259-7983 and tell me whatever's on your mind, whether there's something you want to get off your chest personally, whether it's, you know, you want to critique me. Believe me, I get that all week long, but you can do it live on air, whatever you want. But I'm just telling that this is what happens. But again, I get the greatest crowd of lurkers. They like seeing who else is going to do it. And before you know it, the show's over. And then I get the emails. Man, I was going to call you. I was going to call you. I'll call you next time. Sure. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm just playing. We're taking it easy tonight, and I'm just playing entertaining videos. I want to tell you about a storyteller, friend of mine, who I think is the greatest storyteller in the world. It's just, and he's a rock star, so to speak. I just feel like I've spent years around him and with him, and I just feel like nobody can tell a story like he does. He just has the way he tells it, the way he leans in sometime, and like his inflection, his body movements. He's a great storyteller, and he has a million screwed up stories, because when you've been in the music business, you see a lot of messed up stuff, funny stuff. It's been a great ride. But my friend Steve Lukather is doing an interview at Sunset Sound, which was a studio that they originally started recording the first Toto record from. And they spent many a time in there as studio musicians, all that. But those guys from that studio started bringing in old musicians from the past and just talking to them about their experiences in that studio, because it's an iconic old Hollywood recording studio. Many records have come out of there. And I just captured one of the stories he told, because he's such a great storyteller. And I've been lucky enough to hear him personally in the middle of the night, you name it, all hours of the night, because we had a lot of fun back in the day. But I just wanted to share this with you. I've been holding on to it forever, and here you go. This is Steve Lukather, guitarist Steve Lukather, telling a story about a session he was on. Enjoy.
We were on a record day for Richard Perry in 1977. Who's the cat's name? He was a songwriter he wrote pop songs for everybody. It was me, Jeff, Hungate, and it was all the guys, you know. And this guy came in with a song called "But Love Me."
But Love Me?
You know, But Love Me.
Oh, But Love Me.
You know, But Love Me. But all we saw on the lead sheet was "But Love Me," and Hungate went around and put 2 T's on everybody's chart. And when he sang this, the hook of the song, we all stood up in the first take and yelled, "But Love Me!" And we got fired.
That's pretty good. This is a Perry session?
Yes, I remember. Yeah. It's 100 years ago, but I mean, we got, poor cat, we ruined his life. He never thought it. The songwriter was like, that never entered his mind.
That's crazy.
And we ruined his song. Like, I can sit here for fucking days and do this with you, man. You know
God, But Love Me.
But Love Me. And again, it's that kind of growing up and being in those situations, and his mind is so twisted. I remember before I even knew him, before I even had the opportunity, seeing him at this old iconic club called the Palomino that used to be in North Hollywood. And I mean, they shot like scenes from Every Which Way But Loose in there. It was a very old cowboy-ish kind of club, but they did all kinds of stuff during the week and things like that. And once in a while, there'd be this like all-star band. Like, you know, that was the thing about living in the Hollywood area. The Baked Potato, this really small club. I mean, literally, you could go into this club and it only held 75 people or something like that. And you're sitting 3 feet away from somebody playing whatever instrument that's closest to you, from organ, keyboards, drums, guitars, bass, singers. It was so small, but they bring in this would be like the greatest musicians in the world would be playing on their off nights with other friends that they never get to play with. I only played there a couple of times, three times, something like that. But guys like him still do it to this day. And so I'm in the Palomino because there was something similar to that. And he'd be reading like out of this, what do you call it? Not a porn book. What do they call the books that they write like that? Erotica. He'd be reading from this book of erotica, and they're in between songs, and he's reading in detail about what's going on. And that was the mindset of him. He was just crazy. He was a good crazy, but man, entertaining as hell. And he could tell a story, and I've heard a million of them. And I'm grateful. I just want to share that. That's just one of the 80 million that he could tell. And I just thought maybe you get a kick out of it, because who writes a song naturally that's called But Love Me, and they immediately jump on it in a whole different, way of thinking, because they're warped. A lot of enjoyment. What we got going on here? Calyx, thumbs up. All right. Next. Oh. This is a little tongue twister. Some people couldn't get it. I've had this video for a long time because I just thought it was funny. And again, tonight being a 300 show, I'll do what I want. Tell me if you got this one figured out. But this one, these two guys and their wives, the wives just could not get it. A little slow, but yet it's very entertaining. So I just thought maybe you would enjoy it too. So here it is. Don't mention it.
Hey, Wendy, can you read this?
Mike Hoochie's Harry.
A little louder.
Mike Hoochie's Harry.
Can you?
What is? Why? Mike Hoochie's Harry. Mike Hoochie's Harry. Mike Hoochie's Harry. What the hell is your problem? Mike.
Read
I'm
it.
reading it. Mike Hoochie's Harry. Mike Hoochie's Harry.
Is
I
it?
don't get it.
Is it really?
Mike Hoochie's Harry. What the hell? Mike. What?
What does it say, Mike?
I'm laughing at him. I don't understand why it's so funny.
Just read this.
Mike.
What does it say?
It says Mike Hoochie's Harry. Mike Hoochie's Harry. What?
I'll say. It's not funny to you?
What? I don't understand.
It's not funny to you?
No. Mike Hoochie's Harry. Mike Hoochie's Harry.
They just didn't get it, did they? Some people just, tuned a little bit differently. You're welcome. What we got going on over here? I was distracted. I was in the moment. All right. What's else on the menu? Meeny, miny. Married man. Oh. You guys ever? I notice. I know that Starbucks is in a lot of places all over the country. Like in California, I swear it's within every mile. There's Starbucks, and in some other places, only one here or one there. It is what it is. But God, see what I mean? 818-259-7983. I knew it. I just knew it. On my 300th show. For shameth. It's okay. It's okay. We're just having fun. So Starbucks, I got to tell you right here, there's people that spend half of their paycheck, like every morning they got the order to go, they run in out of their car, they go to Starbucks and they pick up their coffee. It's waiting for them. And that's part of their monthly budget. They'll spend hundreds of dollars a month, 5 days a week, 7 days a week. Starbucks, got to stop at Starbucks on the way. And what do you got there? Starbucks is a logo, occultic. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, I can take it. Here's my problem. I mean, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I can give a shit. However, back when this show first started, I had a partner. It was the Jim and Peter show. And we would drop our kids off to school and then go to this Starbucks that was up the street from the school and where we lived. He lived only a few blocks away from me. We were all in the same area. And he turned me on to a caramel frappuccino. A big one. Caramel frappuccino. Now it's like I wanted to say bushwhacker, but most people don't know what a bushwhacker is. It's just a iced, chocolatey kind of shake kind of vibe with some caramel on it and caffeine and whatever. But I didn't know the damn lingo in Starbucks. Now this was 2012, something like that. I never went to Starbucks in my life. But you walk into Starbucks and it's a whole different language. I want a caramel frappuccino macchiato with almond goat milk or whatever, and I wanted venti. It's like, so I walk. Finally, I went in on my own because he got me hooked on these damn things. They're tasty as hell, fattening as hell, but they're tasty as hell, and they're almost now $7 a piece, which is crazy because I could suck one down in about 15 minutes, and then want more. But I started picking them up occasionally here and there. And I walked in and I was like, I want a caramel frappuccino, a large. And I got a large and it's like, oh, that'd be a grande. You would think the biggest one would be grande. Well, it's not. This thing called a venti is the largest. And I don't understand it. I don't. But anyway, here we are, fast forward. It's a whole different language. And if you walk into there, that's not like just give me a black coffee. It's just even if you try to order a black coffee, there's some kind of side lingo you got to say to get that stupid black coffee. So I happen to have this video I found from someone that they took their grandfather to Starbucks and he's driving the car and they told him what to order. And so here's a quick thing of what to order. I think it's funny as hell because, again, it doesn't surprise me if it did exist, but here you go.
What do you guys want?
Let me get a fratte motete. And then let me get a Trenta pinkity drinkity.
Drinkity pinkity dinky and a fratte mate.
What the hell?
A fratte mate and a frinkity pinkity.
Was that a pink drink and a, did you say cafe au lait?
Fratte mate.
Latte mate. I don't think we got one of those.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My first time. A pinkity dinkity.
Now, cuz is not that far off because they got friggin' orders on the menu that sound not too far from that, but they friggin' took the poor guy and told him all this bullshit, and he's all right. Well, there you go. Pinkity dinkity, fratte matete. So, anybody who goes to Starbucks will understand that. Again, I just stopped off. Was it yesterday? I had to. I deserved it. But the thing is, I don't understand a venti. It's like, a venti? Just give me an extra large. For Christ's sake. And then they look at you like you're crazy. It's like, I ain't the crazy one. I didn't make up this bullshit. Just have to recite it in order to get what I want. But that's the way it goes. You're living in their world. What else are we doing here? Man, oh man. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm already convinced that right there. Gone It's okay. I just, I'm so used to not talking on the phone with people unless they're actually a guest on the show. And I totally understand if you don't want to, you feel intimidated. I got a lot of people that go, man, I was too nervous to call. It's like, what are you nervous about? Nobody can even see you. But I know how it is. That's the way it goes. I totally get it. Again, you even had the opportunity to text a comment and I can read it if you want to talk about something. I can do it that way too. But it's all good. It doesn't matter. Again, today, it didn't matter. It's like my prerogative. I have no agenda tonight. No guests, no just anything. That's why I was pulling out all these old little stupid little videos because I liked them for a reason and I've hung on to them forever, except for the sad one with Mickey. It kind of saddened me that he's going through such hard times. But shit happens. There's nothing you can do about it. You just you learn to live with it and you do the best you can. I'm sure there's somebody even worse off than poor Mickey right there having to work the streets. Choo choo! Scary rides. These poor people, or this poor guy, went on a scary ride, or at least it was scary to him. Some people love the shit out of it. I like, roller coasters and things like that, but this one was just, holy crap. Here's a scary ride scenario. Maybe this is you, maybe it's not, but I'm sure you'll appreciate it.
I ain't even scared.
Ashley.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh my fucking god.
Wait, just tell me when you finna go first.
Like he gonna tell us for real.
He is, bro.
No, the fuck he not. Oh my god, he's finna go. Just go already. Fuck.
You gotta tighten your seatbelt.
Huh?
Who, him?
Who?
That's way too loose, man. You can slip out. You gotta tighten it. Pull on it.
Bro, you would've. Oh my god.
No, pull it from the bottom.
Bro,
it's like a car seatbelt. Like you just pull it and it'll still.
This?
Wait, is mine too loose?
Actually, both of them. Hey, I got both seatbelts completely loose.
Oh shit. Hey Jay. Jay. That's how you know you got a sturdy wig, bro. That shit did pop off.
Wow. That poor fucker was never the same after that. They had to peel him out of the seat. And he never did truly recover, but they have hope. Oh. Yeah. What did I do? Oh, you know what I wanted to tell you? I was lucky to see Tyrus not too long ago. Anybody know who Tyrus is? Tyrus the wrestler. He's also a new commentator on Fox News Network. Now, for some that hate Fox, they'll not know or not care. But Tyrus is a good dude. He's a very common. He doesn't fit the part. He's huge. He was a wrestler, just recently retired. But he just talks a lot of common sense. He's not an idiot, and I've always liked him. And I was fortunate enough to see him not too long ago, and and a thank you to Tyrus, his wife, and Sarah, their assistant, for hooking me up to be able to see him. But when he walks on stage, he'll take his cell phone, from his perspective, and he'll walk on stage and he'll film the crowd for the first 10, 15 seconds as he walks out onto the stage. And when he hooked me up, I was fortunate enough that I'm right there front and just about front and center. I mean, my feet can touch the stage, a little bit off center, but right there up front. So it was very cool. Tickets aren't cheap, and he hooked me up, and I thank him. But I just wanted to show you his perspective, and you'll even see me sitting right there. It's a flash, but I'll show you, and I think you'll appreciate it. I had a good time because I like the guy, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But here, check it out. And you got to look hard, but you'll see me. Look hard. It's kind of dark because, there's no lights in the audience. But it was a packed house. It was kind of like a big theater, 2-tier theater, and it was full. Everything was sold out, but it was cool. So here, check it out. I was right up front. You had to look hard, but I was right up front, right there. I mean, I can even show you a picture. I captured a picture just to show. I'm not making this shit up. It's like add to stage. Let's see what we got here. Right there. Right there. I'm pointing. It's kind of dark. Right next to the, you got the guy in the orange shirt, and then look to your, just me pointing right there. So I appreciate it. It was fun. It was a fun night, easy night, but, that was it. And then, when I got to talk to him, I went and talked to him, and we've been kind of communicating for quite a while, but I have not seen him in a while and not talked to him. And then he was distracted. You got people coming and going to meet and greets and all that kind of stuff. And he's looking to his right, and I came up to him on his left, and he's sitting down, and I'm standing up. And then when he looked to his left, he just kind of looks up to me and goes, "Oh, hey, Petey." He called me Petey. Not a lot of people call me Petey. They call me Petey. So I know that's, and it was just real, like, long time no see kind of vibe. I mean, it was real casual and all that. But what do we got here? There he is, right there. Tyrus. Tyrus, right there. And we talked for a minute or two, and then it's time to go because he had other people. And, when you're on tour, you're doing that kind of stuff. There ain't a whole lot of time to do that kind of stuff. But I was very appreciative. And, again, thanks to Tyrus and his wife and his assistant, Sarah, for not only hooking me up, but they accommodated very well for me. So I appreciate it. But that's show business. He's done very well for himself, and I'm proud of, I'm really happy for him. He's doing well. That's what one could only hope about everybody in life, to do well, to be happy. If you wake up, that's a real good start. I figured even my worst day is a better day than the ones who don't get to wake up. But that's why I'm here tonight, and I was just kind of sharing stupid stuff with you, a little bit of life, in between all that. And it's been a good ride, and we're going to have a lot more as we keep moving forward into the future, no matter what. Going to fall down a few steps, but, I just have this ability to brush myself off and to walk it off. But I do thank everybody for watching this show, and I hope we get to be on the 400th show at a different level, talking about this, on how it all began once again, because there's always new people coming in. But I urge you to please, 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 if you care about anything, I mean, you kind of enjoy tuning in, whether it's for 5 minutes or for seeing the whole show every week. There's a lot of people that are present before the show even starts, and I appreciate that. It takes a lot of dedication, doesn't it? But not everybody can do that. I get it. And don't forget, if you miss the show, they're all on demand. You can see them afterwards. You can see the show whatever time of day you want. A lot of people are, hey, man, I missed your live show. It's like, well, it's okay. They want to see it live. They want to see me fall on my face or excel, whatever. Whatever is going to happen, make you laugh, make you cry, piss you off, make you happy. They want it live. I totally understand that. And then the show, I'm going, well, you missed a great show. You need to catch it. And they won't catch it because it's already over. Like, they missed it. Oh, well, next time. It's like you can see it the next night when you'd be sitting around doing something. But don't forget, all the shows are on demand. And the earpods, put some earbuds in your ear. Take the audio version with you while you're driving in the car, whatever. Again, it's the 300th live multi-streaming show, but we have well over 400 shows in all. I think 439. I was supposed to go and actually look, something like that. Well over 400 shows. So yeah, I'm kind of proud of it. I'm kind of thankful we made it this far. Still going. Happy as hell. What's going to happen in the future? Who knows? We just keep on going. I'm taking it day by day. I really don't I don't try to foresee the future anymore. I mean, I do when it comes to lining things up, but it's just life is going to happen wherever life's going to happen. I put in, and sometimes you get all kinds of great stuff when you're not even expecting it. So that's cool, and I appreciate it. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. 300th live show celebration tonight. And it really wasn't. It was a laid back, just hang out with me tonight. I just wanted to hang out and chill, talk about stuff. I was hoping maybe you'd want to talk about something that like you see that you wanted to re-bring up, or something that you'd like for me to bring up. But I'm sure I'll get the emails or the comments later in the shorts or in emails that will tell me that you wanted to tell me, but you didn't, and now you're telling me off the air, which is fine. I'm totally used to it. Sometimes it's just like this is the rhythm of the show. It's all good. Let's see. It's like what Cal said you like Texas maple pecan. I don't. Sure, why not? I don't know. It's sweet. It is what it is. As long as it don't taste like shit, it's like we're good. I'm not too particularly picky of food's got to really, really suck, or things, flavors or whatever really suck for me to not like it. Some people are very particular. Like they'll go to a Mexican restaurant or something, and it's like this Mexican food sucks. I mean, if it's not Taco Bell, even Taco Bell, it's like it's Taco Bell. What do you want? But a lot of people can really define the difference, and to me, it's like I don't know. It's got to be really bad before I say anything. Otherwise, it's I'll eat it. Not bad. Speaking of eating it, time to go. Want to remind you next week once again, Vicky is going to be on the show from Voices with Vicky podcast. She was on this show 1 year ago. She had just started out and asked me for a break to put her on the show because she wanted to start a podcast, and she was very diligent in keeping up with me, and I gave her that break and I put her on the show. Not that it's going to start her career or anything, but I brought her on because I know what it's like to be getting started and needing a little help. Everybody needs a little help. But I said, if you stay on the air and you keep on putting shows and you're on a year from now, I'll bring you on to see how you're doing and see how you've progressed. And she's still going strong. In fact, she's even evolved with her show. So Voices with Vicky is going to be on this show next week, August 20th, right here on Life of Peter G, the Peter G Show. And again, she was very much talking about the LGBT community. Sorry, there's so many letters I just can't even remember anymore. But she's ventured out. I'll get it right one of these times. Again, I'm not scripted. I do stutter, and it's live. We don't fix nothing. But she's going to be on the show, and I want you to join me because now she's even gotten into political commentary and all that kind of stuff because this world is so messed up, it's hard not to. I sit and I look at the things that are coming out daily, and I'm going, what the hell is wrong with people? Can you not see what's going on? But a lot of people can't, and that's why I do what I do, and a lot of people get mad at me because they can't see what's going on and they just believe the bullshit. But that's what we do here. Love me or hate me. If you're watching, bitch, you're a fan. And that's all I got to tell you. I get it from all the way around, but join me next week, all right? Going to remind you, life is tough. I'm going to say this. This is for the 300th live time, I'm going to say it. Actually, 439th or 440th show time, I'm going to say this. Life is a bitch. I know it is. Everybody's got issues, problems, the economy, the this, the that, the health, all the bullshit that's going on. It's a sin. It really is. However, try to be kind because no matter how bad you think you've got it, there's always somebody worse, just like Mickey that I showed you early on. He was on top of the world, and now look at what he's doing. He's doing Fantasias for $15. That's rough. I think I'd rather do without the $15. The times are hard. Anyway, try to be kind. I know that people are throwing a lot of crap at you. You don't have to be an ass, but you don't have to take a lot of crap from people either. Think before you speak. You don't know what's going on inside the other person that's having a hard time, maybe the one that's lashing out on you. It's tough. It really is. It is. But life is short, and let's try to make the best of it. I still have belief in humanity, that things are going to get better. Unfortunately, I still think they're going to get a little worse before it gets better. I hate to use that analogy. You got to break some eggs to make an omelet, but it's the truth. So please be kind, be kind, be kind. Thank you for watching Life of Peter G, The Peter G Show, right here every Wednesday like clockwork, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. on the East Coast. Shame on you for not calling in, but again, it doesn't surprise me, and it's okay. I totally get it. One day, things may be different. Depends on what direction we're going, but you had the opportunity to open up and say whatever was on your mind, and I'll give you those opportunities again, because one day we'll start getting back to that. But I say that every week, don't I? I love you for watching. Thank you for the dedication. Thank you for watching the short clips through the week, commenting on believe me, I get a lot of that comments on the clips later in the week. Don't forget, share, all right? And subscribe. I need that. The best thing you can do for me, if you think that I'm worthy of, please subscribe, follow, share, like, all the above, whatever. It's all good. My name is Peter G. Thank you. 300th show. Poof. Done. But you let me be and do whatever I wanted to do tonight. Made absolutely no sense whatsoever, but I enjoyed it. Just those short little clips of funny. I hope you laughed. Hope it made you chuckle. Hope it made you think. I love you. Peace out.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad, Peter G Show.